Yeah, you know, there was a lot of touch and go there. A lot of guys getting their left rears run into because everybody trying to get woed up. I think the best thing we can do is just wait for somebody to go ask Ward what happened. So we better just stay off of that one right now before we blame somebody. And there's no blaming in racing. You know, accidents are accidents, and turns 3 and 4 are a momentum corner. If you get on the gas a little bit earlier and somebody's not handling as good as you, you know, it can just happen. It happens every week.
21 laps are complete. Loy Allen and Dave Marcus both making stops for crash repairs once again. And a lap or two before cleanup is complete, and we go back to green. We'll be right back to Pocono International Raceway on TNN.
Today's exclusive coverage of the UAW-GM Teamwork 500 on TNN is brought to you by Ford and your Ford truck dealer. Ford Trucks, the best never rest.
Jeff Bodine and Rich Bickle have made stops for crash damage. So has Steve Grissom. Let's go to the garage area.
Ward Burton has come out of the infield care center. The first question he asked me, which we've been deliberating here, who hit you? And I guess you don't know, or what happened.
Jeff, my brother, just gotten under me and Harry. I knew they were called under me, and I gave them the inside. Car just extremely loose, and knew I just had to buy my time, get a caution, but just got a tap in the left rear, and there I went. I tried to get back on the gas, spin around, but just didn't make it.
I know it's got to be a tough break for you. The last couple of weeks, it seems you just can't catch a break, and you've wadded up a couple of cars.
Yeah, we have. Probably a little bit of my fault last week. I need somebody to kind of put a bridle on me and tell me when it's time to go, and just been real hungry to prove myself. And the last 2.5 weeks, starting with the Winston, I've had a decent car, and I just need some experienced help, really. I just need somebody to help guide me, but I'll get back in it.
Glad you're okay.
He is a talented young race driver, and there are better days ahead for Ward Burton.
I tell you, that is very impressive because, as I well know, and people like Bobby Labonte or Jeff Burton, everybody, that's what this racing's all about, is to prove yourself. And he just said what a lot of people think. That was very interesting.
We're getting ready to go back to green. Ricky Rudd is the leader. Most of the leaders did not stop. Rusty Wallace in second, Mark Martin in third, Jeff Gordon in fourth. Brett Bodine, Kenny Schrader, Michael Waltrip, Kyle Petty, Ernie Irvin, and Sterling Marlin are the top 10 as we restart lap 24. Look at the land rush here. Tell me this straightaway is not wide.
Free hot dogs, turn 2, everybody going. Boy, are they into this thing. I think when they start a race here, you see them 2 and 3 and 4 wide down the front straightaway. That's got to be, you see Rusty there buckled up behind Ricky Rudd going down the back straightaway. That's what, if they can draft like that, they'll actually get away from the other cars that are racing side by side.
They're doing just that. Behind them, Mark Martin in a kind of loose 2-car draft with Jeff Gordon, and then there's a big gap. They've opened up some separation on all those drivers that were running side by side. Look at this. Here they come. Brett Bodine on the outside, Kyle Petty, Kenny Schrader, Ernie Irvin, Sterling Marlin, Michael Waltrip.
Woo. Ernie Irvin was extremely loose there. Most people would have lost that race car. He has tremendous abilities. He's like the Dale Earnhardt type of driver. He can get in a lot of trouble and save it.
4 wide.
And I'll tell you what, the 30 car passed about 5 cars in just one time right there, and they're entering 3 wide. Top of the show, Larry McReynolds said this was a new car. They don't know a lot about it, so it looks like Ernie's having a little bit of problem right now.
You know, a couple of years ago, the 30 car of Michael Waltrip almost won this race. He led quite a bit of it. Best showing I've seen him do in Winston Cup ever, and he's back on race pace here.
His best finish ever, second here in, I think, 1988. Michael Waltrip in the Pennzoil number 30, the Chuck Ryder Pontiac, Chuck Ryder Lawrence Harry. We'd like to bring you more in-car footage, but the low ceiling and the clouds here prevented our helicopter from getting up and getting sufficient height to do that. Hopefully later on we will. Darrell Waltrip just got muscled out of the bottom groove there.
Michael's got his hands full right now with Dale Earnhardt working on that back bumper there. Sterling Marlin right behind him, and Darrell Waltrip. Darrell Waltrip's very cagey on this racetrack. He'll be up near the front most of the day.
Earnhardt started 19th. He's just taken 9th.
This is what's really aggravating. Michael Waltrip was leading that group. Earnhardt pulled out, and everybody went with Earnhardt. A couple of them look like they're going to get by him. There's nothing that Michael can do except watch him draft on by him.
Stop and go penalty. Wally Dallenbach in the STP Pontiac. passing on the left side before the line on the restart. 3 wide again. It's a Waltrip sandwich.
That's old conservative Darrell. Remember last week? He said he just let everybody go. He just rides around. You see him making his brother go 3 wide going in the corner there. He never gives anybody a break.
Yep, you're my brother, but see ya.
Yeah.
Still at it.
Joe Nemechek on the inside there. You know, he's really proved his talent here since Charlotte. He's been running really good, qualifying good. For him to show up here the first time and be running with these guys, that's pretty impressive also.
There's Nemechek with the Meineke 41 inside, and they're going to go 3 wide again. That's Dale Jarrett in the Interstate Batteries car. The green car on the bottom. Move over, Joe.
You know, racing here, I used to think it was exciting racing here, but I never got to look at 4 wide. I was always in that sandwich and trying to get myself in good position to get in the next corner. This is really exciting here.
Oh, I love this place. If they counted lead changes in the middle of the laps, there'd be hundreds of them here. Bill Elliott swipes down to the bottom in front of Dale Jarrett. Across the tunnel turn. Short straightaway here, 3 wide again, middle of the pack. Here comes Hut Strickland.
Somebody's got to give there. That don't work 3 through that corner.
You'll see this ease up in a little bit. Once those tires start getting wore out, you'll see everybody start getting in single file. Everybody's got a little bit fresh tires on right now, and they're just this is a momentum deal. It's drafting right now. Everybody's in line, and about halfway here, you'll see somebody pull out. And see there, Morgan Shepherd pulling out, getting that drafting effect, and he's going to race down into turn 1 now.
He's underneath Terry Labonte. Kellogg's car, and takes the spot away.
That's actually supposed to be the apron there where that white mark is, but that's the racing groove here. You see Terry getting under Morgan Shepherd coming out of the corner. What that does, that makes the outside car push a little bit right there, and the inside car gets a real run off that corner.
Labonte has Ted Musgrave to help in the number 16. They pull up on Nemechek and leave Morgan Shepherd up in the high groove. And the Sitco Ford, number 21.
Morgan is one of the best people at racing on the outside that I've ever seen. The last 2 weeks he's been running high, and he can really get it done there.
Look at the battle for the lead. 3 wide. 3 Fords.
This is unbelievable. Right now Mark is trying to draft with Rusty and get past Rudd, and it looks like they've got it done.
Yeah, Ricky will kind of back out and get himself back in the 3rd spot there, but Jeff Gordon breathing heavy on his rear bumper.
4 Fords and a Chevrolet in the front 5 here. Jeff Gordon, the lone Chevy among all those blue ovals. Wallace the leader, Martin, Rudd, Gordon, and Brett Bodine.
I tell you, a car that really looks strong right now is Kyle Petty. This is his best racetrack. There he is right there. He's running 6, and he's caught this lead group.
Yeah, he was part of that group that was all 2 and 3 wide on the restart, and he has run down the front 5.
Yeah, I just think to say, just behind Jeff Gordon, there's Kenny Schrader. Or is that Kenny or no? That's Brett Bodine, isn't it? He moved up into 5th spot there.
Right now, you see the 24 car ducking out. He's trying to see what his car will do. He knows he's got to stay in line, but he's kind of peeking in there, seeing if if he can get the job done or not. So he knows he's got a little breathing room behind him in the 26 car. If you're going to try anything, sometimes it's nice to know you've got a little bit of room behind you to do it.
Ricky Rudd had me off the chair here as he came off the corner and almost got a slap of the boilerplate wall there.
Yeah, this is kind of a test of nerves going in these flat corners. If a car gets up about that quarter panel, you can hear him. You know he's there, and you wonder how much of your race car you have in position to turn in on the bottom lane there. So you really have to be aggressive, but you have to be aware of where the car is at behind you, too.
Let's work you back a little through the field. Leader Rusty Wallace, 2nd Mark Martin, the Valvoline Ford, 3rd the Tide Ford, Ricky Rudd. Battle for 4th, Jeff Gordon,
Brett Bodine,
Kyle Petty. Well, Jeff just got Forded right there.
Yes, he did. Brett Bodine's running extremely well right now. The car is packed to the bottom of the racetrack. When he picks up the throttle, look at him move away from the cars behind him.